guys, so the next project we're gonna look at is for the rotary tool and the laser cutter. And you guys are gonna do it with a piece of paper. If you decide you wanna do it with a water bottle or something else, you're more than welcome to bring your own. I just can't afford to do that with everybody. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this tube. This is gonna be like our water bottle. It's gonna center this. I'm gonna take a piece of paper and I'm simply gonna put a small amount of glue on one end of the long side here. You don't need very much. Notice I'm not making a giant mess, just a little bit of glue, okay? Then I'm gonna take that, glue side up, okay? You don't wanna glue it to the cardboard, glue side up. We're gonna wrap it around, line it up, and push that down on top of that like that, okay? So we've done that. Now, this actually dries pretty quick, like that's already dry. In the end, you'll be able to slide this off when you're done, but we wanna keep it on the tube until we get it into the laser cutter to keep it support. In the end, we'll end up with a thing that kind of looks like a paper lantern. Now, this is just dots because I was bored. You can do whatever you want for your diagram. I'll explain that in a minute. All right, let's set up the rotary device. So on the blue laser cutter here, I'm gonna set this up. The front door is gonna drop down, so I pull this handle down and I'm simply gonna remove the pin table here and I'm gonna stick it back over here carefully. Notice when you go to stick it back in, this side that's open is where the vent is and this goes towards the back of the machine, okay? So I just simply set it down like this. If I was gonna put it back, I'd pick it up and just turn around in one motion. All right, now underneath the laser cutter is the rotary tool. So I'm gonna pull that out. I'm gonna open up the top of my laser cutter. I'm gonna bring this back in here and you come over here with the camera, you can see right here, this little black tray, you've got this little notch right here, okay? And we're gonna take the rotary tool and we're gonna make sure that this post goes in that notch, okay? So I'm gonna pick this up, and then put this back and get it right there. So see how these lined up? If it doesn't do this, this will move and it'll ruin your project. All right, next we're gonna take the plug, make sure you look at which way it goes. It goes right in here like this. The machine will recognize it. You'll see that this will turn. This particular end of the rotary tool is the one that actually has the motor. Try not to move this end. I'm gonna move it just to show you what it sounds like. There's a little bit of a sound to it, and we wanna make sure that we don't. This one is just a bearing, okay? So this one can move. Now, to move this, we're gonna make sure this handle is up. We're gonna grab it from the bottom and we're gonna slide this back. I'm gonna take my tube, I'm gonna center it up at this end, like so. Then I'm gonna push from the bottom. I'm gonna push this up, kind of just center this at this end. And now while I'm pushing back here, I'm gonna push down with my thumb at the same time until it locks. That's locked that piece in there. It's kind of loose, I'm gonna try that again. Push that and lock it. That's a whole lot better. Now, what's gonna happen here is we usually have the X goes this way and the Y goes this way. Well, the X is still gonna be in this direction, but now the Y we've taken and we've wrapped that Y plane around our material, so Y is now this way, okay? So we can now set up our computer the way we need to, and then we're gonna go ahead and run and cut this.